Alright, welcome back to the first gameplay video for On Deck Baseball. Just a quick recap. We have gone through 6 full innings so far. The Knights are leading 3-0. Yates is pitching strong for the Knights against the Drillers, only giving up 3 base hits so far, 3 walks, and 7 Ks through 6 innings. Not bad. Alvarez, the #1 starter for the Drillers, on the other hand, has given up 3 runs, 1 home run. It looks like 6 hits, 2 walks, and has only struck out 4. So moving right ahead, we have the top of the 7th inning. Yates is currently a -1 on his attributes. So that is a -2, -3. We're going to be doing the 2nd inning past his max inning, so we're going to be rolling on this column here. If he does roll a -2, he will automatically be taken out of the game. If he rolls a -1, it will bring down his attribute to a -1 and -2. Not a very good position to be in against a strong lineup. So that being the case, we are actually going to make a pitching change. We're going to take Yates out of the game, that being the 6th inning, and we're going to look. It is a pretty lefty-righty lineup, so the splits aren't going to play too much into our decision. There are 3 innings left in the game, barring any extra innings. So looking at a reliever, sometimes it's nice to make sure that we have some good innings that can be used, but we also want these numbers to be pretty high, so we're going to look for something here that can hold this Drillers lineup at bay. So looking at that, I think we're going to go with Maddox. He has a max innings of 3. Pretty strong pitcher against the righties, middle grade against the lefties. Not great power pitcher, but as you can see against Yates, that doesn't mean you're not going to get the strikeouts. Pretty decent accuracy. Hopefully won't let up as many walks as Yates did, although it didn't really come back to hurt him. So we're going to go ahead and put Maddox into the game. So when I fill out the back of the card for the pitcher's portion, I always put out the name. He pitches righty. The lefty, he has a 3 against the righty. He has a -4. Fielding is a 2. Arm, excuse me, is a 3. Holding runners is a 3. His poise and his stamina are both 3. So with that, we have a pitching change. Reed will be leading off the top of the 7th for the Drillers. So he's going to be hitting lefty against a righty. So Maddox is a -3 against the lefty. And Reed is a 4 against the righty. So it is a +1. That is going to be a batter's card. 8-4 is a ground out. We're going to find out where that ground out went. And it is to the 3rd baseman, a 5-3. Now, just a quick, wanted to point something out here. You'll see that there is a little plus sign on that G. That is for the advanced game. So when you're playing the advanced style game, that little plus sign means that he can actually have a chance at beating out the ground out. You would roll on a risk chart dependent on the fielding for the infielder. It adds a little bit more interesting because you can either choose to do that. Most of the time you would, but it could play into your base runners also. So it's an interesting facet of the game that's been added to that. I do like playing the pro version most. I think it's the fastest. I like to incorporate a lot of games. I play every single game for every single team in the league. So we go a little bit faster pace. All right. So with that, we have a ground out to lead off the inning. Morales is now up. He is a righty against a righty, so it's a -1 on the confrontation roll. That is a batter's card. A 6-4 is a ground out. Just find out where the ground out went to. And it went right back to the pitcher, so that's a 1-3. Nelson is now up. Righty versus righty, it's a -1 on the confrontation roll. That would be a pitcher's card. A 9-5, blue 9, red 5 is a base hit. So Nelson reaches base. Miranda is now up. He bats lefty. Nelson is a -3 against the lefty. And Miranda is a 4 against the righty, so it is a +1 on the roll. We have a batter's card. And that is a 9-6, blue 9, red 6, which is a base hit. So 2 base hits in a row. There are 2 outs. Nelson will automatically run in. He advances to third base. And we can risk it. See if we can get a run on the board. Let's see where that base hit went to. Went to center field. The center fielder's arm is a 4. Not going to chance that. His arm is too strong. That only gives Nelson a 40% chance of scoring. We got first and third right now. I'm going to see if Melendez can knock him in. He is the last hitter in the lineup, but Knights were able to do it, so let's see what happens. Melendez is hitting lefty, which is a -3, and against a +3, so that is equal roll. There's a pitcher's card, and a 9-3 is a ground out, so probably should have tried to score. And as a ground out to the second baseman. That is a 4-3, and the third out of the top of the 7th. So as we go into the bottom of the 7th inning, you'll notice that Alvarez has also met his max inning. We already rolled on him once, which he had a -1. He was already a -1, so I put him at a -2. So he is currently at a 1-3. And I do believe that we are going to take him out of the game and put in a reliever for the Drillers. The Drillers are a little bit weaker in the bullpen. Not a lot of innings to work with, but they do have Mike Jones, who's pretty strong here. So we're going to go ahead and put in, well, the Knights are also righty heavy. But he's a 3 against the righty. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with him. So we're going to go Mike Jones. I'm just going to do my little paperwork tracking here. All right. So, leading off the inning for the Knights is Tucker. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI. He is going to be batting righty against Jones. So Jones against a righty is a -3. Tucker against a lefty is a 1, so it is a -2 on the roll. That brings it down to a pitcher's card. 8-5 is a flyout. To the center fielder. Alcova leading off, or sorry, not leading off, but next at bat. He is 1 for 2 right now with a base hit and a walk and a run scored. So the righty against the lefty pitcher, a -3 and a 3, so it's equal. That is a pitcher's card. 10-8 is a base hit, so Alcova reaches base again. You'll notice that the higher the rolls, the chances are of a positive outcome are better with higher rolls. With him on first base, we're going to attempt the steal. It will be the 3rd time attempting with Alcova. I really want to get him a stolen base. However, his jump is a 2. Jones is a -4. on holding the runners, so we'll see what happens. It's a -2 on a confrontation roll, and he does not go. So that's 4 times doing that stealing mechanic. Hopefully you guys understand that little mechanic. If you don't, again, just leave me a comment on the bottom of the video, and I'll go over it again if you need to. All right, we have Gabriel up. Lefty-righty situation here. So the righty batter is a -3 against a 4. So it's a +1 on the roll, which is a pitcher's card. 10-6 is a base hit. Now Alcova is a 5 speed against Gabriel, who is a 3 speed. I can risk going to third base on that base hit. Let's see where it goes. So with Gabriel getting the base hit, Alcova automatically gets second base, and he is going to go over to third. He gets third base because he is 2 faster than Gabriel, which means he's quite substantially better on a base pass. He can risk going home because he's 2 faster, but I'm not going to do it at the moment because the Knights are leading 3-0. So we have first and third with 1 out, and Callahan up. Righty-lefty situation here. So there's going to be a -3 against a 3, which is equal. That is a batter's card. 7-3 is a ground out. I'll find out where that ground out went to. Goes to the shortstop, who is a 3. Gabriel is trying to go to second, so if I do the double play here and I miss the double play, a run will score. Well, the run's going to score regardless, so I'm going to try for the double play. Gabriel going to second base against a 3. Has a 20% chance of making it. We're going to roll. A 6. He is out. So that is a 6-4. Second baseman is a 3 as well against Callahan. He has a 30% chance of making it, so a 1, 6, or 7 is a positive outcome for the offense. He has a 3, so it is a 6-4-3 double play, which ends the inning and does not allow the run to score. All right, Maddox is still good to go without taking any shots at his ability. He has a 3 stamina, which means he can go 3 innings. Perez is now up. The leadoff for the Drillers is 0-for-3 so far. Righty versus righty, it's a -1 on the roll. Pitcher's card. As 8-6 is a base hit, so Perez gets on finally. Perez is fast. He's a 4. He's not the fastest. He does have a good jump. So I am going to try and steal. The catcher for the Knights only has a 2 arm, so it's not the strongest arm either. So jump is a 5 against a -3 hold, so it's a +2 on the roll. He is going to try to steal. Again, their catcher is a 2 arm, so stealing second base, 70% chance of making it. 7, Perez steals second base. So we have a man on second base now with nobody out. Schultz is up. That is a lefty-righty, so a -3 against a 4 is a +1 on the roll. Batter's card. 2-1 is a strikeout. McPherson is up. Righty situation, righty-righty, I mean. It's a -4 against a 3, so it's a -1 on the roll. That is a pitcher's card. 10-2 is a ground out. ground out to the ground out. We have to check the column to the shortstop as a 6-3 because it is ahead of the runner. The runner will not advance. So the runner's still at second base. Haggerty is up. Bats lefty, so a -3 against a 5, so it's a +2 on the roll. As a 6, that is a batter's card. 8-7, 2 outs. That is a high roll. That is, let's see, red 8, blue 7. That is a base hit. Perez running on the base hit will score. And that is a RBI single. The Drillers finally get on the board. Haggerty having a pretty good game. He is 2 for 2 with 2 walks and an RBI. Both his hits are singles. All right, so now with Haggerty on first base and 2 outs, Reed is up. He is batting lefty against a righty pitcher, so it's a +1 on the roll. As a pitcher's card. 4-1 is a strikeout. That inning is over. All right, heading into the bottom of the 8th, Mike Jones is a pitcher. He is a 1 stamina, which means he has already met his innings max. We can roll here. He is a 4-3 right now, so if we hit that 2, he's going to become a 2-1. The middle of the lineup is coming up for the night, so I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to end up taking him out and putting in another pitcher. We're going to go with Uchimaya, Jiro Uchimaya. He is a righty, so against the righty-dominant Knights lineup, should do a little bit better. He does have a couple more innings under his belt, so he can go pitch 2 innings, which could potentially close out the game, unless we want to bring in the close. Or, yeah, it could potentially close out the game if the Drillers were to come back. It's not looking that favorable for them, however. So I am going to put in his information on the back here for tracking purposes. All right. Now, Garland is up. He is a lefty, so he is going to have to face a lefty coming in right into the game. He has a -2 against a left-handed batter. He has a 5 against a right-handed pitcher. So it is a batter's card. 4-2. He does get the out, though. That is a flyout to center field. Valenzuela is now up. Righty against righty. It is equal on the roll. It is a pitcher's card. Red 8 against a blue 9 is a base hit. So Valenzuela reaches first base. Torres is up. There's a -1 on the roll. As a batter's card. 8-7 is a base hit. Valenzuela is slower than Torres, so he does not get the chance or take the extra base. It is now first and second with 1 out. Rowe is up. It is a +1 on the roll. Batter's card. 6-2, a flyout to center field. Valenzuela again, not very fast. He will not be tagging to take third base. We have a -1 on the roll. That is a pitcher's card. 6-5 is a flyout. Flyout to center field. So the Drillers get out of that one unscathed. And we are going to go to the top of the 9th inning. The Knights are leading 3-1. So that, being baseball fans, what that means, we are going to have our closer come in. The Knights have a decent closer. Didn't perform very well for me the first year I had him, but he is not a bad pitcher. And that would be Corey Robertson. Gonna put his information in. He's a lefty. A -4 against lefties, a -3 against righties. He's a decent pitcher in ability for him. He just, for me, did not perform very well. I actually let him get away via free agency and went after a different free agent pitcher who is current my closer in the league that I have with my buddy. All right, so we're going to have Morales leading off in the top of the 9th against the Knights closer, Robertson. Reed is a switch hitter. He'll be hitting righty. -3 against a 3 is equal on the roll. As a batter's card, 3-2 is a strikeout. Oop, actually, that was the wrong guy, so let's do that again real quick. Sorry about that. I used the wrong batter card. So we're going to do that at bat over. We have Morales is a righty, so it's a -3 against a 4, so it's a +1 on the roll. As a pitcher's card, 9-3 is a base hit. So Morales gets on base with a base hit. And now we have Nelson coming up. Nelson against the lefty is a 3. Robertson against the righty is a -3, so it's equal on the roll. That is a batter's card. 7-1 is a ground out. This could be big play here. See if there's a double play. The ground out goes to the catcher. Well, going to the catcher's only play is to first base. So it is going to be a 2-3, and Morales will advance to second base. Miranda now is up. He bats lefty, so it's going to be a -4 against a 4, which is equal. It's going to be a pitcher's card. That is a 8-6, which is a base hit. And Morales will only take third base. He is slower than Miranda, which means he will not take the extra base on the hit. So we have first and third. Miranda having a heck of a game here. 3 for 4, a double and 2 singles. Just not a lot of scoring going on for the Drillers, but they're starting to hit the ball a little bit more. All right. Now we have Melendez up. He bats a switch hitter, so he's going to be hitting righty. It's a -3 against a 2, so it's a -1 on the roll. That is a pitcher's card. 7-4 is a ground ball to the second baseman. So this could be a game-ending double play here. The second baseman is a 5. Yes, he is a 5 on Miranda. Going to second base, which he is automatically out. So that is a 4-6. Their shortstop for the Knights is a 5 as well. And Melendez only has a 20% chance of extending this game. A 1 and 6 are a positive outcome. If he does reach base, a run will score. So 1 or a 6. And it is a 4. So he is out. It is a 4-6-3 game-ending double play. The Knights are your winners, winning 3-2. Drillers are the losers, losing 3-2. So now what I like to do for tracking purposes, on the back of the score sheets, I have tracking for the pitchers. So I have Yates, Maddox, and Robertson. Yates ends up getting the win. Maddox got the hold. Robertson gets the save. Yates went 6 innings. Maddox went 2. Robertson went 1. And then we just fill in all their stats from there. So hits for Yates, 3. Didn't give up any runs. 1, 2, 3. 3 walks. 7 Ks, 9, 18, 22 batters faced, no home runs allowed. Maddox gave up 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. No walks. 2 Ks. 10 total batters faced, no home runs. Robertson gives up 2 hits but no runs. Doesn't strike out or walk anybody. Faces 4 batters and didn't give up any runs. On the other side, for the Drillers, Alvarez takes the loss. No decision for both the other pitchers. Alvarez goes 6 innings. Each other pitcher goes 1. Alvarez gives up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. 3 runs, all earned. 1 walk. 4 strikeouts. 26 total batters faced. 1 home run allowed. Jones gives up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, didn't strike out any, faced 4 batters, no home runs allowed. And we have Uchimaya gave up 2 hits, zeros across the board there, 5 batters faced, and no home runs allowed. So for tracking purposes, that allows me to input the stats a little bit better. I will have a program for Excel available on the official website once that launches. For download, which has carryover statistics for both season and careers, where you could input those numbers and it will spit out the stats. I do not have advanced stats in there, WAR or anything like that. It is basic batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage. But I do have an overall offensive measure and pitching measure that I created, which helps my league determine the most valuable pitchers, most valuable batters, and different other season awards that we have in our league. Which you guys are welcome to. That is stuff that I customized for myself in the league with the game. You guys, as I've always said, I encourage you guys customizing everything your own. You don't have to use these teams, even though they are made available, and we'll have schedules for a 6-team league at the get-go. And also I will have expansion teams available after release. But this game is something that I'm hoping gets customized. I hope you guys, have fun with it and create your own teams using drafts and everything else that is available to you. That was actually a pretty exciting game. I'm glad a lot happened. We had a home run off the pitcher's card. We had the increase in the pitching attribute with the 3 strikeouts. We had some double plays turned. Got a couple of stolen bases. Not a lot of tagging up or anything that I can remember. But a very fun game. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. If you guys have any questions or anything, please reach out to me. Ask me questions in the comments or anything you want. I know I didn't use the board. I'm not really big on using boards myself, but I will say that I am very impressed with the product that I was able to get from this website to create my board. So that will be available for you if you guys use it. There are outs markers and innings markers, and also I have the pawns to play, as well as the dice. It does fold up nicely for storage in the box as well. So all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. If you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know. I will try to have more gameplays available as well. I've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. And for On Deck Baseball, I want to thank you and hope you guys, I'll see you at release.